What's going on, you hipster nation? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into this video. I hope you enjoy. Make sure you hit that subscribe, like, comment, and if you don't care, share the video with your friend. Stay in your lane or crash the damn thing. Here we go. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. It is Saturday morning. We are trying to get some of the reactions from yesterday from President Trump and VP Vance throwing Zelensky of Ukraine's president out of the White House, and we're going to just see some of the things that are going on and the left, and let's just dive into this, man. I want you guys to see this. This is Ray, by the way. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Don't forget, we just started the super chats and the super thanks, and we have started memberships. So if you'd like to join the channel, see the channel grow, hit that join. You know, I didn't want to do 3 different tiers of memberships, so anyone would be over someone else. We set the rate at just $4.99. So if you'd like to join, hit that join button, watch the channel grow, support the channel. If not, hey, hit the subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment. I will get back with you. So we all know, you know, if you're watching what's going on all over social media, the news, you know, the heated exchange yesterday between Trump and Vance and Zelensky. Let's just jump into this. Let me show you something real quick.
We're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
This is Stephen A. Smith, by the way.
You're in no position
his
to
position.
dictate what we're going to
Just some of the left that are melting
feel.
down.
We're going to feel very good.
Feel influenced.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influenced.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed.
And I'm going to try to give us the benefit of the doubt, knowing that we have an abundance of flaws as a nation in terms of our historical involvement in foreign affairs. There is no doubt about that. On one hand, there are 2 sides to this story. On one hand, if you're President Zelensky for Ukraine, who did campaign, I shouldn't say campaign, but was very supportive, as Vice President Vance pointed out, very supportive of the Biden administration because they did give you over $350 million.
Wait a minute. 350 million? No, 350 billion. He was very supportive of the Biden administration because it was a free lunch program for him in these other countries. Well, guess what? Trump's back in the office and the kitchen is closed.
Did give you nearly 500 million worth of weapons, or they committed to that. Knowing the level of support that the Biden administration had given to Ukraine, how vociferous Biden was in his support for Ukraine. And by the way, that's going across the aisle because you got Senator Lindsey Graham on the Republican side that has also been an avid supporter
What a rhino.
of Ukraine.
Well, that's in my opinion. I think Lindsey Graham has his own backdoor handshaking deals. But here's the thing. What these people don't understand is he thought he was just going to come over here, show a few pictures to Trump, get Trump to feel sorry for him, and let's just give him more money and weapons and supplies. That's not how this operates. Now, first of all, I would like to say, yes, I'm glad to see J.D. Vance, Vice President's backbone, come out, and we know that he's got one. We know he's smart. We know he can school people on stuff. But it's good to see the toughness in him. It's good to see Trump. It just showed the country that, you know, we're not going to be messing around. But here's the other thing. I think that should have been done private. I don't believe it should have been done on camera. There are certain things that could have been said on camera and certain things that should have been done behind the doors. Because this just makes everybody say, see, Trump's for Putin, Trump's for Putin. No, he's not. And we'll get into that in a minute because Trump is in the middle. But Ukraine's President Zelensky wants Trump to say, I'm with you guys. I'm with you. I'm not with this guy. I'm only with you. Well, that's not Trump. Trump's not doing that. Trump's saying, hey, I'm just going to be the mediator. I'm in the middle. I want the killing to stop.
and their mission to ward off Russia taking over their sovereign territory. I would look at Zelensky and I would say, not very smart
Exactly.
to be butting heads with this administration and this White House at that particular moment in time. Trump is not wrong when he
Wait,
said you
what-
don't have all the cards.
What? Did he just say Trump was not wrong? Dude, Stephen, just put the red hat on, man. Just put the hat on. You're almost there, buddy.
You don't have the cards. He's absolutely right about that because Zelensky does not.
Did he just say Trump was right? I mean, this guy's been a big advocate for Biden and Kamala Harris, and he didn't like Trump, but come on, man. Stephen, just put the hat on.
Ukraine does not. It's projected that over 1 million lives have been lost.
And that's sad. It
Vast
really
majority
is.
of them being from Ukraine.
Yes.
And when you're in a war-torn country and you don't have the muscle and the might, and Russia has already been gaining ground, it might behoove you to come across as a bit more cordial
Yeah.
with the present president
Be
of the United
thankful
States.
is what he's saying. Yeah.
Fair enough.
But not just that. Yeah, he should have been more cordial, but he should have been thankful as well. But like I said, I believe that should have been done in private, not in front of the press. Also, not every American is waving a Ukrainian flag. Not every American agrees for our taxpayers' money to go to Ukraine.
Enough.
That's what they don't
That does
understand.
not negate the fact that Trump and Vance came across as bullies.
No, they didn't.
It does not negate the fact that Vance brought up something as trivial, talking about you should say thank you,
Well, he should.
and accusing him of being disrespectful
He
when
was.
Vance was the one that was talking. And then Zelensky, they said, it's your turn to speak. And Zelensky said, hey, have you been to Ukraine? Do you know how many people? We're in a war.
Here's the thing, though. They're only showing this 15-minute clip. If you go watch the whole interview, it's like 50 minutes long, and you will see where Zelensky is very disrespectful. He's trying to speak over Trump, and J.D. Vance just had enough. I mean, he did. He had enough. If you go watch the whole clip, you can go find it. Go to Forbes, Breaking, go to C-SPAN, go somewhere that, they have the whole clip.
We're experiencing it. And when he asked Vice President Vance had he been there, he stumbled before acknowledging he hadn't been there. He had read and saw footage of what's happening in Ukraine. It's safe to say that's not the same as being there. And for me personally, I didn't look at Zelensky as disrespectful. I looked at him trying to get in a word
That's
because
because
I looked at the vice president
That's because you watched a 15-minute clip, Stephen. You should have watched the whole 50-minute interview.
chastising him for not being grateful. And the president piggybacking off of that to pounce on him some more about not understanding his plight and being thankful for the ceasefire that America has intervened to try and negotiate so this war between Russia and Ukraine can come to an end. Now, is it wrong for President Trump to finagle his way into the proceedings to get some of their minerals in exchange for U.S. support or in an effort to recoup something for what they've given out to Ukraine? Not at all. As the United States of America, we're giving and giving and giving.
That's
those are
right.
taxpayer dollars.
Exactly, the taxpayer dollars.
We have a right to get something in return if we can.
Exactly. And not every American agrees for our taxpayers to go to Ukraine to an endless war. We don't sit, like I said, we do not sit and wave the Ukrainian flag like Nancy Pelosi and them did. We're not all just bowing down to Ukraine. And that's what he thought. He thought he was going to come over here because he mentions Congress 2 or 3 times. He thought we were just going to bow down and just Trump was going to give, shower him with money. Well, guess what? The kitchen is closed. That free lunch program that Obama and Biden gave him. And he keeps saying that, well, Putin don't care about a ceasefire or a program. He's going to attack us anyways. No, he attacks you when America has weak leaders and allows it. Obama allowed it. He took Crimea, whatever it is over there. Putin did. And then he never started and touched anything when Trump was in the first go around office. And now, when Biden was in the last 4 years, you see what Putin has done again. He's took more land. Then Trump comes back in. Trump's going to have to stop it.
Pull it off. I get that.
The strong eat the weak. That's the way just life is, That's the pyramid of the food triangle. The strong eat the weak. And the Biden administration, the Obama administration was weak. They didn't do anything. They showered other countries with money. And Putin, Russia took advantage of that and they attacked. And this is the results of it. And now he thinks he's just going to come over here and we're going to keep giving, free oatmeal. I don't think so.
That part. I'm not disagreeing with President Trump about that. See, this is where the centrist in me comes in. I'm not siding with Trump just because I got conservative views, and I'm not siding with Zelensky just because I have liberal views. I'm siding with common sense.
What common sense? Well, then you're siding with Trump, because we Americans that side with Trump, it is common sense. Stop giving all our taxpayer money. Stop giving any money to any country for any of these USAID programs and all this. This is nonsense, guys. We do not agree to that. The American people do not agree to our taxpayer money going to that nonsense, going to an endless war, any of that stuff. So, Stephen, just put the red hat on, buddy.
Zelensky, knowing how much you need America's support, you need to be a bit more cordial and play a little nicer than that.
Exactly.
The flip side to it is that he's at war.
The problem is Zelensky wanted to completely, here's what he wanted. Here's what Zelensky wanted. This is what President Zelensky wanted, guys.
Welcome back to Special Report. Ukraine.
He wanted
Volodymyr Zelensky.
Okay, what he wanted America, he wanted Trump to tell him every single detail of the steps, of the signing the thing. He wants to know. He has to be the big dog in charge. He wants to know. Watch this.
Mr. President, thank you for the time today, especially on this day, to continue to do this interview. President Trump said...
We're going to skip through a little bit of this.
...that you disrespected him and the Vice President and all of America in the Oval Office. Do you think you did, and do you think you owe an apology to President Trump?
Thank you so much. First of all, thank you for the invitation for this dialogue, and good evening to all.
This is for entertainment purposes only, guys. Please make sure if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, leave me a comment, I'll get back with you. And also, if you hit that little notification bell, you'll get notified when I drop live streams, videos, shorts, whatever. Please don't forget, we do have memberships now starting. So become a channel member. We'll have private membership lives only. So when I get that, when I get enough members going, we'll do members only live streams.
All your country, to all Americans.
Okay, this is a pretty decent long interview. Let's skip through to where some of this.
For all your support.
Yeah, thank you. Now he wants to go on Fox News and say thank you, Americans.
Congress, bipartisan
See,
support.
Congress.
And I was always very thankful from all our.
I was always thankful. Really? Because you come in here with pajamas on, basically. You never wear a suit. Just like that reporter asked him yesterday. I put a clip out on my Instagram if you want to go look at it. A reporter asked him yesterday, hey, you're the most powerful leader. You're the president of your country. Why can't you wear a suit, man? Can you not afford one? I mean, I know he can because his wife wears from like $5,000 to $10,000 dresses, gowns. I think they have like a 50 or 60. Now, you can fact check me. I'm not for sure completely, but I did hear they have like a $50 or $60 million home. I mean, come on. Where did that money go? back to some of our politicians, fund, foundations, pockets, stuff like that. I completely agree, but these are just my opinions. This guy is, to me, that's very disrespectful, because when he first got to the White House yesterday, Trump was like, he's got his best outfit on. You know what I mean? I mean, come on, man. Put a suit on. Put a button-up shirt or something better than 3-button.
For people, you helped us a lot from the very beginning during 3 years of full-scale invasion. You helped us to survive. And,
Helped us to survive. Because he keeps saying Americans have to.
And even in such tough dialogue, and I think we have to be very honest, and we have to be.
Okay, they're going to go through. Let me get to this part.
It's not just an absent the war. Yes, we're speaking about just and lasting peace, about freedom, about justice, about human rights. And that's why I said that I think so, that ceasefire, and Putin, he broken 25 times ceasefire during all these years, 10 years.
So I'm not hearing.
Yes, Putin broke the ceasefires that they agreed to years ago with Obama, or with Clinton, I think it was, or something like that. Obama, Putin knew that Obama was weak. He broke the ceasefire. He attacked. He took Crimea. He wants Ukraine back to Russia. He wants to take over because he wants to install his own proxy, government and all that stuff. And like I said, he didn't attack when Trump was in his first term. Biden came in. It's on TV, Biden saying, well, we all remember it. If you don't remember it, you go look it up. Biden saying, well, it won't hurt if he does a small incursion, talking about Putin going into Ukraine. Well, I think that was also paying Russia back for the money that he had paid to his family. And then Ukraine, I think with the deals that the Bidens made with Ukraine and got all those millions of dollars with Hunter and all that, was, hey, let him just, kind of come in for a little bit, take a little bit of land. We're going to give you billions of dollars. We're going to give, paying them back. So it's all just, in my opinion, they're all corrupt. They're all corrupt. You can't trust any of these people.
From you, Mr. President, a thought that you owe the president an apology.
No, I respect
He said
the
no.
president, and I respect American people.
No, you don't.
And if
He doesn't respect American people, because he wouldn't come straight over here just begging for money and or expecting us to take care of his work, his dirty work. That's what he's expecting, us to come over, take care of Putin. He wants Trump to tell him that he's on Ukraine's side, one-sided. Trump's not going to be one-sided. Not because he's a dictator, not because he likes Putin better or he's friends with Putin. Listen, if anybody wants to get on here like these news, these legacy medias and all this, they get on here and say, oh, Trump's best friends with Putin. No, why don't you go try to run our country, be a president, see how many relationships you have to have with all these, with our adversaries, with our even friends or our enemies or whatever. See what kind of dialogue you have to have with them. You want peace. You don't want to be at war all the time. You don't want the American soldiers and people at war, and dying and just constantly battling. You want to have a dialogue with everyone. Japan used to be our enemy, right? Look at them now.
I don't know if I think that we have to be very open and very honest, and I'm not sure that we did something bad. I think maybe sometimes some things we have to discuss out of media, with all respect to democracy and
exactly. All due respect to democracy. Some things should not be said in front of the media because they twist it and turn it and all that. But I think America's seen, but they only seen like 15 minutes because I was paying attention. Some of these other channels, they were just playing that 15-minute exchange. They was not playing the whole 50-minute interview. They just want to show Trump and Vance bullying this guy here. They didn't show the whole 50 minutes of where he's pulling out pictures trying to get Trump to feel sorry for him and just give him money, and didn't show him rolling his eyes and cussing under his breath and calling J.D. Vance a bad name. If you go watch the whole interview, you'll see that stuff. So don't just jump to conclusions. Do your own work.
free media, but there are things where we have to understand the position of Ukraine and Ukrainians, and I think that is the most important thing.
I think he's trying to
play out over security guarantees step by step. Is that true?
I said that we have to sign this document, and we are ready for this. And
I don't think
this
he's ready
will
for
be
peace.
the first step to security guarantees.
Yes,
But
there's
it's not
steps to it.
enough. I think so. Maybe I don't know something.
That's the thing right there. He doesn't know the next step. He wants to know Trump's full plan. This is the whole reason why he kept on in the office. If you watched the whole interview like I did, he just kept on and on. Well, why? Why? You need to sign with me. And Trump's like, listen, let's get the first step done. Then we'll go to the next step. Then he kept throwing a fit. You don't need to know the next step. You just need to know that if you make this deal, we're going to take care of you. You know, Trump's going to do what he says. We're not Biden, man.
I don't know some details. That's why I wanted to share it with the president.
See?
My thoughts and to hear him.
He wants-
again, because he has a plan how to stop Putin.
Yeah, but he
as I
doesn't
said,
know
maybe
it, so
it's,
that's why he-
out of big
That's why he threw a fit. He didn't know Trump's whole plan. Well, Trump shouldn't give him his whole plan. How does Trump know he's not going to go and tell somebody else and it's not going to get back to Putin or another country?
conversations, but we have to share it.
No,
You
we
know,
don't. We do not have
this
to
is
share
so
every
sensitive.
detail of what
You know, just
we're going to do.
ceasefire without security guarantees. This is so sensitive for our people. I'm speaking like a president of a people who are in this struggle 3 years, and they just want to hear that America on our side.
See?
And that America will stay with us, not
See?
the Russians, with us.
See?
That's it. But I'm sure that it
Right there is what it is. I'm going to end it right there. I don't want to get struck with a copyright. That is it right there, guys. That is what it is. They need to hear that we are going to pick them. We're going to pick their side. We're with them. And I get they feel like, hey, is America with us or are they not? No, Trump's not that kind of guy. Trump's not picking sides. Trump's saying, hey, I'm in the middle. I'm just going to bring you two to the table. We're going to work the deal out. We're going to negotiate. I'm not going to say, hey, I'm with you and you over there, you're no longer allowed to do anything because I'm with them and then we're going to take. No, that's not Trump. That's not. Now, that may be Biden and Nancy Pelosi and all those Democrats up there saying, we're all, they wear their little Ukraine pins and they put the Ukraine flag in our Congress and in our Senate House and all that and all that stuff. I don't think so. Take that Ukrainian flag down. Not every American wants our taxpayers going to Ukraine for an endless war. Guys, think about it. He didn't come over here and ask the American people. He asked the president. Hey, and Joe Biden and them just bathed him with money and weapons, and they just flaunted over him like he was a god. I mean, seriously, you go and see how they acted. When even Republicans did it. There's a lot of Republicans, like Lindsey Graham. They just, why? Because they're making backdoor deals. They make money off wars. They're warmongers, man. When are you going to wake up? So, give me your thoughts. Leave me your comments. If you like this kind of video, let me know. Hit the thumbs up. Remember, guys, we started memberships. $4.99. Man, that's a cup of coffee a month. You want to become a member? Join the channel. You'll help the channel grow. We have super chats. We have super thanks down there. That will all go back into the channel, guys. You will see where it goes. So, like I always say, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, stay in your lane, or crash the damn thing.